Welcome to the Behind the Art Inspiration podcast, a sneak peek into the studio practices of all types of artists, conversations for artists and fans of art who are sophisticated and savvy. I'm your host, Caroline Karp. Let's get to it. Well, hello, everyone. This is episode number 23 of the Behind the Inspiration podcast. And this is kind of a crazy impromptu episode because I was like, I messaged my friends. One is in London and the other is in Australia, Morrison and M.E. And I was like, let's meet and talk about this whole NFT thing. And so I'll be virtually traveling from the Safety Harbor, Florida studio around the globe, Australia and London, and into the studios of Morrison Polkinghorne and M.E. I forgot your last name. You're gonna have to fill that in because I forgot it. But how you doing, guys?
Hey, it's morning for me, and I think M.E. it's your bedtime. Is that right?
It's her bedtime.
It's her bedtime.
I'm frozen too.
Well, I'm up before my normal waking hour.
Good.
Actually, this is the time I
to
set
chat
my
to you.
alarm. So, yeah, I'm here. My coffee's hot. We can do this.
It is
We can do
bedtime.
this. Yeah.
Was it like 11 there? 10? She keeps doing these really pretty model shots every time she freezes. I kind of like looking at them.
I know, it's great. Can we kind of repeat those poses that she does? It's great. Sorry, M.E. I'm having fun anyway.
But we do want to hear from you, but you just might be listening. Unless, can you hear us and talk? No, maybe not.
No, maybe not. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's great that she stayed up. I think it's like 11:37 p.m.
or maybe 10:37.
Yeah, okay.
10:37. Yeah.
Something horrid.
Yeah.
Trying to match the times are always difficult, but hey, it's a global world now, isn't it?
I've gathered us together because we're all kind of in the infancy of this whole NFT thing, right? Oh, there she is.
Oh, well.
So my experience was like it was a whole new world learning about, first of all, cryptocurrency and Ethereum, and I minted my NFT, but what now? Like I've got 6 of them minted, and what now? And Morrison, how many do you have minted?
About 30.
30.
Yeah, of 3 different collections.
And are you taking like your images of the lotus prints and what are you doing differently?
Yeah, well, with my artwork, my lotus prints, and how I create certain work patterns and designs within the pointillism, the repetition of that. I'm not actually taking that artwork. I've just photographed one of my original lotus stalks, which took a year to create the ink. So there's this whole background on the photograph of this one lotus stalk. And with my 3 collections, I've decided to do 365 days.
Okay.
So day 1 has a 1. So in this series of the lotus stalk entitled Numbers of the Lotus, on day 1 I have 1 stamp. Day 2, 2 stamps. So I've digitally, with the help of Photoshop, reproduced that exact same stamp. So day 3, so eventually 365 stamps on 1 NFT. But that's going to be 11 months away.
Wow. So
that's one series. Another series, I remember having an exhibition in Bangkok, and one of the people viewing the actual artwork went, "Oh my gosh, the Matrix, it's real."
Oh.
So, in the Matrix, the scene, they have all the data flowing down. So
yes.
I count all of my lotus impressions. So for me, part of the artwork for me personally is this data, this digital information of the counts and the numbers. So I've started doing a video of myself impersonating the Matrix, that green click,
That's
click, click,
what
click
you're
kind of
doing.
thing.
I was like, what is Morrison up to? I was trying to understand. I get it now.
Yeah, I was trying to understand it as well, but reproducing, because I love that film as well. It was filmed when I lived in Sydney. So watching that movie with everything happening was really great. So trying to impersonate a little bit of the Matrix, having myself go green. And so every day I verbalize a number. So 1, 2, etc. up to 365. I'm now currently on, I think, 8 with my NFT. So I've got a little bit to go there. So that's a video series of myself just saying a number. So within there, I use the Cambodian writing system,
Yeah.
the Burmese writing system, which I spent a lot of time in Myanmar as well. So I can read my Burmese, Japanese, Roman, and other counting systems as well. So I'm having fun with that.
Sounds like fun. So M.E, when you turn off your camera, can we hear you, you think? No. Really wish we wanted to hear M.E.
Yeah.
We'll have to meet with her another way that we're not.
Yeah, maybe we can try a second time, another time with her.
Yeah. So as far as like, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, the NFT thing is first of all, what do you do with them? Where do you get them? How do you yeah, so many different questions. So actually getting on, e.g. to OpenSea, where I've minted my work.
Right.
And then how do you get onto it? What's a wallet? And then once you find out how to get a wallet, you need something else to actually get a wallet as well. So it's really just totally alien. But there's a lot of information out there on YouTube. And hey, thanks to you pushing me a little bit as well. It was great.
Yeah. So have you been on Clubhouse at all?
Just say that one more time. Have I been on
Clubhouse?
a little bit. Being in Australia, a lot of the things that are happening in Clubhouse regards the NFT, it's the wrong time for me.
Yeah. It's probably, and I haven't been on in, I don't think, 3 weeks. M.E, are you there yet? Nope, not yet.
No.
So,
yeah. So, I remember hearing something that you said, Caroline, about it's a lot of marketing. And
yes.
I think that's what it comes down to.
Yes. And so that's why we're meeting. So we're forming a little group right now. And so far it's the 3 of us, and we could add more people to kind of hold each other accountable, one. And then also, if you made a funny face, but what I mean by that is like,
no, it wasn't a funny face. I was just about to sneeze.
Oh, I was like, why'd you make that funny face?
Like that. Sorry.
So, like, because we might hear different ideas and then we can just share ideas on the marketing. Because I know there's a lot of groups that have been forming out there. One of them is a female artist, right? And just all different kinds of groups. But I know that the main place to market is Twitter right now.
I think you're right. I used to have a Twitter account for our food tours, and literally I haven't logged on to Twitter for about 7 years. So I was able to log on again, and I've set that up. And my gosh, I really think you're correct about Twitter is NFT spot.
Right. But I'm not a big tweeter.
Neither am I, but just follow those hashtag NFT, and my gosh, it's crazy. So I've been posting, I think, the last 5 days on Twitter my daily numbers, my daily NFTs, and I woke up this morning with 7 retweets.
Really?
Which has never happened before. Yeah, and yeah, so things are, to start following and just, well, with my NFT, it is the repetition of the daily, which is a little bit kind of, hey, I've just bought a church and I need to renovate that, so I don't know where I'm going to be pulled in what direction, if I can continue this on a daily basis or not, but we'll see.
Let's see. Is Emmy there now? You there, Emmy?
She's got a great pose.
She does have a great pose.
Yeah.
But she doesn't speak. She just is modeling.
Well, she's
There she is.
opening more. Hey. You also mentioned something about. No, listen. I think it's great that we can all communicate and chat a bit. And...
I did one my NFT.
Say that again. I think she said she has a Twitter.
And something about one NFT. That sounds great.
I know. So
Twitter.
You have Twitter. Okay. We'll share our Twitters.
Oh.
Oh dear. That's okay. You look great.
I've been on Twitter for like 10 years, but I don't tweet that much.
Now you know what is similar
I've been on Twitter for like 10 years and I don't tweet that much. And then I'm like, okay.
So what's similar about you two, Morrison, I think, is that Emmy.
I missed what you just said.
Emmy, you were in fashion design? Is that right, Emmy? Textiles.
Really?
Yes. And so Morrison, what's your connection to that? Because I know you have a connection.
Yeah. Emmy, I hope you can hear, but my background is a weaving. I specialized in 18th century French tassel making.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway, as you do, as someone's done. So, Emmy, let's let you and I connect more on probably Instagram. That's where we've connected more, or Twitter. I still don't know how to use the platform Twitter. Communicating with people there, it's a little totally alien, like all the NFT.
What I'm thinking is that I'm putting words in Emmy's mouth, but she probably was tweeting about the fashion because she had a business out in LA with the fashion bit of it. And I know this because she has been on my podcast before. We talked a little bit about that. And she currently lives in London and lives on the Thames River.
Yeah.
And is a printmaker. She paints, but she's really digging printmaking right now.
Oh, fantastic.
Monoprints. Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And my NFTs,
I do
monoprints. Show you what I do. Yeah. Right? I take these guys, these little ones.
Yeah, I love them.
That are mixed media, with all the different layers, and then I put them in motion. So I make them digital, and then I set them in motion, and that's what I've been doing my NFTs with. So, for instance, this will be vibrating, right? And the water will be moving. I haven't made an NFT of this one yet.
Have you sold any NFTs?
I have not sold any NFTs. And so that's the tricky part of all this is the selling, but it's also that's the real world. I mean, that's also with real artwork, right? But the thing that is so intriguing about it is that there are people that are selling, and they're selling for really big amounts of money.
Yeah. It's a matter of tapping into that, how that actually happens. So I think starting with the three of us, somehow we can proceed. Like, there's different ways to actually sell them. So I looked at putting some of my work as an auction, and then I found out it costs like $12 each or something to actually put them on an auction. To actually sell them is the free aspect. And then you could also put like a high price and make it end lower and give it a time period. That's also free. And what's the other version? I can't remember, but I just thought, oh my gosh, I don't quite want to spend a lot of money when there's no money coming in for it.
How much have you invested so far?
Just the initial.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so that's all, and so I've got the 28. And I actually thought it was you had to do make the initial payment per collection, but no, it's just the initial. So the 3 collections were just the entire first payment, and that was it, done. Nothing.
Oh. Huh.
So,
I thought that I for some reason, I thought that you had to, for each collection, make
I
a
thought
new.
it was as well, but it's fine. It's easy. No.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So
Okay, and
the other thing I want to ask is there's this a theory, an idea I have is like, sorry, what's it? Transferring an NFT to someone. Is that the term? Sorry, I've got to look into that. But maybe to get the ball rolling, we should just transfer an NFT between the 3 of us or something.
Oh, I think what I've heard about is artists buying each other's. Is that what you mean? I don't know about the transferring. I'd like to know about that.
Let me have another little look, but I've only just seen a button or something about that.
Okay.
Transfer, and I'm going, oh, okay, I don't know what that is, but yeah.
So it seems like if they were maybe equal in price, you could do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I would think so, yeah.
Yeah. M.E, are you there now?
She's looking great.
I know, you are looking great, M.E, even though it's 10:30, almost 11.
Yeah. Love you already, M.E.
Oh.
Oh, well, okay.
I'm sorry, there are
Beautiful.
I have 2 NFTs. I have 2 NFTs up right now on OpenSea, them as a fixed price, and I think it's 0.11 Ether. So it's equivalent of like $225. It changes all the time. I think it was equivalent of like $225. So in a gallery, one of the pieces is supposed to be in a gallery. But yeah, I don't know what to, now that they're up, and I'm like, what do I do with this? Like, you know, I've got some traction with it. But I don't think my collectors are going to be buying it. I think it's a whole other set of collectors. Don't you?
It's a whole different audience.
Yeah. Starting afresh in one sense, isn't it?
And my thought process, I might have a unique thought process to others, which is not unusual, but is that the people who are NFT collectors, like true NFT collectors, have money to spend. And so they want to spend money. Like they want to brag about, I maybe should not say this, but they want to say, I spent this amount of money on this NFT. Look at my NFT. Right? So that's where my prices are. Just a little secret. But I might not sell any of them. So it's kind of an experiment, I guess.
You did
yeah,
them
I
high. I didn't do them.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the high price does go, or
I did mine. To you guys on Twitter. I don't think I'm following you, Caroline. I'm definitely in. So I'll get your Twitter handles from our Instagram chat.
Yeah. And I'll put them in the show notes too, in case anybody wants to wade through this episode.
That'll be good. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's got to be.
So let's see.
I'm
always conscious to give people a turn to speak. So I don't want to talk over M.E, but we can't hear M.E.
There was now. Oh, good. It's that lag. It's kind of like when a kid, we used to call from overseas and we'd say, hello, hello, over. And I think when you heard
There
over,
we go.
then you knew it was your turn to speak. But here we think
Hello, hello.
it's just when we stop it to speak, but we have a lag. We're all overseas. We're all on different continents right now. Over.
I know. Over.
Completely
Yeah, we
different.
are on different continents.
Copy.
You guys are having gin and tonics.
Copy.
On my coffee.
Okay, so what's our next plan? Like, what are we going to do next?
Let's just start resharing our tweets on Twitter.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's get on and just start. Yeah. So
Yes,
what
Steph.
I've done with my Twitter is
Should
I've
we call
made
ourselves? Can we come up with a cute name for our group?
What?
Okay. What I've done with my Twitter, sorry, M.E, can't hear a thing, but I've made a little, in my computer on my Apple, I've got these little notes, which I love. So I make the notes on my desktop and then I tweet on my phone. So I get the link to the NFT and then I write comments with the hashtags within there. And so I just copy that entire comment, etc., for my notes, going to Twitter, and people say, "Hey, share your NFTs here," and I just go paste.
Oh.
So, and then I go, "Oh no, I'm bored with that one now." So I've got about 3 different copy paste in my notes, so I can easily flip backwards and forwards and tweak it and copy it and change it slightly. So yesterday I was doing 12, today I'll be doing 13s. Not 13, 2 different lots of 13s. So I find that easy because when you're on Twitter, you just see, someone posting, share your NFT here and retweet, etc., etc. So that's what I've been doing, just paste about 5 times, twice a day.
Do you think that's helpful, or is it just bolstering their Twitter account?
We'll find that out.
What do you think, Emmy? What do you think, Emmy? Can you hear me?
Well, maybe it is boosting their account, but as I said, when I woke up this morning, I had...
London, can you hear me, London?
Come on.
I can hear.
I thought they had good.
More. Were you done talking?
If you can talk, you talk. I'll stop. When you
we'll listen.
Talking,
if you start talking, we're going to listen.
Whenever you talk, we'll listen.
Oh, I love that pose.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, I need some good hashtags. So give me all the hashtags. I just need hashtags.
Okay, I'll send you the hashtag links that I've been using.
Okay, and I have met somebody who I'll try and get to join our group. Her name is Art Jedi. Have you seen Art Jedi?
No, sounds great.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have her on my podcast. So if she...
Oh yeah, I've talked to her on Clubhouse.
Yeah, so if she comes on the podcast, I'll see if she'll join our little group, and I think that'll be helpful. She's very prominent in the NFT world, I think.
Yeah, it'd be great just to have a chat, even if she doesn't want to continue within the group or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I think she's from London. Is she from London also?
Yeah, she is in London, and she's friends. I think she's in London. She's friends with a girl named Trish, NFT Trish.
Yes.
Who's in LA, and I've been on some other Clubhouse chats, and I think they were doing some collaborations with people. So I haven't followed up with it. Honestly, just getting my NFT up was like a major brain. It took so much brain power for me. And hopefully the next ones I do will be easier, but it was like exhausting. And so now that it's up, okay, let's see if I can sell these and get some momentum.
Are you
going.
talking about the actual artwork or the actual?
But yeah, it was a lot,
etc.
to just do it.
She's talking about the NFT, the making of the NFT.
Yeah. Okay. I must have a look. So.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen it. Did you end up adding music to it, M.E., like you said?
What I did was I took took two of my mini blooms and I animated them, and then I added, my husband does music sound, so I added these like kind of, one of them has like drum beats, and another one, they're made out of vintage video games, video game music, and he composes music and sells programs based on these vintage video game sounds. So the comment I've heard from them is they're very trippy, which I know that comment for my art, but we'll see. I mean, if you animate and you add drum beats, then I guess it's going to be trippy, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Huh. That gives me an idea, because I have a big, giant gathering drum, and I know how to keep a beat, right? So
Yeah.
I could add my own beat.
I'll join you in that.
Yeah.
Add your own.
Yeah.
I'll send over the links to the NFTs to you guys to see.
Okay. Yeah.
You can. And you know what, Caroline? I don't think I follow you on Clubhouse. And Morris,
I met you on Clubhouse.
are you on Clubhouse?
I am, yes, but I haven't.
M.E., I met you on Clubhouse. Do you remember? Somehow I met M.E., right? And I was freaking out because I was trying to mint my NFT, and I transferred over to Instagram, and I was like, do you mind coming on screen with me? And she came, I didn't even know her, and she came on screen with me and talked me through something that she hadn't even done before. That's how I met M.E.
Awesome.
And then we found out that we went to the same college. Isn't that crazy?
I just talked you off the ledge.
Wow.
Yeah, she talked me off the ledge.
I just held your hand, girlfriend. I was like,
and pushed.
Yeah. I was like,
yeah.
I don't know. But somehow, yeah, I think I tried to tag you or do something on Clubhouse, and I couldn't find you again. I feel like I lost you on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure it's where we met.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to end the live broadcast, but don't go anywhere. And I just want everybody to know that this is going to be continued so that you can actually hear M.E., because M.E. has so many good things to say, and it could be like this real conversation. But I'm going to end this. Don't go anywhere, and we'll finish up our conversation, which will probably be perfect and what you really want to hear, but that's okay. But let me end in my normal way, like I always do. So let me read this. So thank you guys so much, everybody, for watching and listening as we share. And in March of 2020, I had a vision of starting the International Online Art Collective, which Morrison is a part of. And that's a diverse group of artists from around the world who value the power to inspire, provoke, and heal. And from that, I started this podcast, and it's been a lot of fun. And this one is my most impromptu episode, and it shows, but it's great. But
probably the most, unique.
Unique, yeah. But let's say bye. You guys don't go anywhere. Strike a pose, M.E.